10 places to visit in Albania. Albania may be a little country, but there is a lot to see and do in this exciting up-and-coming location. Bordering Macedonia, Greece, Kosovo, and Montenegro, Albania's long coastline is one of the most ruggedly beautiful in the world. While Albania is slowly becoming more popular with tourists, it remains extremely undiscovered, as well as almost completely unspoiled. Albania boasts some of the best examples of Ottoman architecture in the world, along with supremely clear Mediterranean air and stunningly fabulous beaches. And, perhaps best of all, traveling to Albania remains an extremely affordable trip, even compared to much of the rest of this part of Europe. Number 10. Durrës. Albania's main port, Durrës is also one of the nation's oldest cities. Durrës is most famous for being home to the biggest amphitheater in the Balkans, while the unspoiled northern coastal stretch of Lauzit Bay is one of Albania's most beautiful places to visit. Tourists should consider taking time out of their schedules to visit the Durrës Archaeological Museum, the Alexander Moisui Theater, and the Royal Villa of Durrës during their time in the second largest city in Albania. Many cultural events and feastings are held in Durrës throughout the year, fought over for millennia by the Bulgarians, Greeks, Venetians, and Ottomans, among others. Its wealth of historic sites entices just as many people as its beaches. Number 9. Shkodra. The largest town in the north of Albania, Shkodra is often considered the cultural capital of the country. This is because it hosts events such as Carnival, Lake Day, the Children's Festival, and Shkodra Jazz Fest, while it is also home to a famous historic castle, notable for its important role during the First Balkan War. Shkodra has a simply gorgeous lake, while the medieval citadel of Drisht is only a few miles away. The famous Mig-Jenny Theater is in Shkodra as well, along with an ace market that is well worth visiting. Shkodra's Malazizi cuisine is perhaps Albania's best too. Number 8. Saranda. Saranda is one of the hottest tourism locations in Albania, with the town having undergone a huge amount of development in the last 20 years or so. Saranda is home to some of the most unforgettable beaches in Albania, while the UNESCO World Heritage Site at Butrin is located just outside of Saranda and is well worth a visit too. Lakursi Castle is one of the best places to go in Saranda, with people flocking here to enjoy stunning sunsets. Saranda is located a short trip across the Ionian Sea from the popular Greek island of Corfu. Number 7. Lake Koman. For the most breathtaking scenery in the entire Balkans, visiting Lake Koman in Albania should be on anyone's bucket list. Often described as one of the world's greatest boat trips, the journey takes visitors from the hydroelectric dam at Koman to the port of Firza. While the locals that use the boat regularly may now take the rugged beauty of the Albanian mountains for granted, any first-time visitor will find the sights from the Koman Lake Ferry to be truly jaw-dropping. The trip on the ferry is also a great opportunity to see what life is like for many Albanians in remote areas. Number 6. Himare. With its beautiful setting on the Albanian Riviera, Himare's sparkling turquoise waters and spectacular hilly coastline make it a great place to head if you're after some sun, sea, and sand. While its beaches and peaceful seaside promenade are what most people come for, the historic old town is lovely to wander around. Its atmospheric tavernas are full of Mediterranean charm and delicious local seafood. Perched atop a hill overlooking the old town is a delightful castle, which offers wonderful views over the sea. The nearby mountains also have some lovely trails and viewpoints for visitors to enjoy, while the surrounding countryside is home to spectacular churches and monasteries, such as the Monastery of the Cross and Athaliotisa. Number 5. Girocastra. A UNESCO city, Girocastra is without a doubt one of the best places to visit in Albania. Unique Ottoman period architecture, with houses designed like small castles, can be found all over Girocastra, which has a military museum and art gallery in its amazing castle that dominates the skyline. A folklore festival also takes place in Girocastra's castle every 5 years. The last one was in 2015. Visiting the old Ottoman bazaar in Girocastra should be on the agenda for anyone visiting this part of the country. Girocastra is famous as the birthplace of the world-renowned author Ismail Kadare and Albania's former dictator Enver Hoxha. Today, their old homes are museums. Number 4. Butrin National Park. Home to a number of diverse ecosystems and stunning archaeological sites, Butrin National Park is a popular tourist destination, in large part due to its proximity to the Greek island of Corfu. Many people come to see its majestic blend of history and nature. Covering a peninsula that is bordered by the huge lake Butrin on one side and the Vivari Channel on the other, the natural beauty is magnificent. Over 1,200 different types of animals and plants reside among its scenic wetlands, hills, and islands. The main attraction, however, is the amazing archaeological site which covers over 2,500 years of history. This includes ancient city walls, remnants of a Roman theater, a Byzantine basilica, and 2 castles. Wandering around the ruins with the beautiful scenery all around you is a delightful experience. This is undoubtedly one of the hidden gems of what Albania has to offer. Number 3. Kuja. Located a short trip away from the capital, Tirana, Kuja is a must-visit spot for anyone heading to Albania for the first time. Kuja is home to the National Ethnographic Museum, but it is best known for being where the Skanderberg Museum can be found. Located in the Kuja Castle, the museum is one of Albania's most important and popular tourist attractions. It was from this fortress that Albania's hero, George Kastroiti Skanderbeg, defended the country from Ottoman invasion over a period spanning 3 decades. The castle also offers staggering views of the Adriatic Sea. The national park, Cafe Stama, and the tomb of Sari Saltik are also located close to Kuja. Number 2. Barat. Barat is in the middle of Albania, and it is believed to be one of the country's oldest towns. Barat is often known by its nickname, the City of 1,000 Windows, due to its mix of Ottoman and Albanian architecture. Barat's main tourist site is the 140th century castle, Kalaja, which is still home to hundreds of people. Formerly among the most important Albanian cities of the Ottoman Empire, Barat was added to the list of UNESCO World Heritage Sites in 2008. The Church of Saint Mary of Butrin is a must-see site for anyone visiting Barat, as is the Mangalam Quarter. Number 1. Tirana. The capital city of Albania, Tirana will be the starting point for many people exploring the best places in Albania. The city is home to a few must-see tourist locations, but the 18th century Ethem Bey Mosque is well worth a visit. Tirana's people, like the vast majority of Albanian locals, are exceptionally friendly, and the city is supremely affordable, with surprisingly excellent food and drinks, both very cheap. Skanderbeg Square is one of Tirana's most important places, and this is where the National Historical Museum can be found too. At the heart of Skanderbeg Square, and therefore the heart of Tirana, is a statue of the historic Albanian national hero, Skanderbeg,